Do you want a massive EIN only business loan from BMO Harris Bank? Let's put a game plan together. In today's conversation, I want to speak to you about a new EIN only business loan from BMO Harris Bank, $1 million, FICO 560 minimum, no personal guarantee, 7.65% APR, 8 years. Don't go anywhere. You're going to love today's conversation. I guarantee it. Welcome back, folks, to another edition of the Awesome Studio Kiwi Show. How are you today? I hope you're all doing fantastic. I'm doing marvelous, if you are to ask me. If you are doing as great as I am, go grab a cup of coffee, or tea, or vodka, and let's roll. In today's conversation, I want to speak to you about a new EIN only business loan from BMO Harris Bank, $1 million, FICO 560 minimum, no personal guarantee, 7.65% APR on average, and 8 years. And the first thing you need to do here is to get your act together. Okay? And before we even talk about getting your act together, who is BMO? BMO Harris Bank is a U.S. subsidiary of Canada's Bank of Montreal with U.S. headquarters in Chicago. So they're a biggie. Okay? This is a financial colossus. They have the money, no problem. And Canada's Bank of Montreal is a solid player up north in the financial services sector. And we can see their website there, BMO Harris. And they come at number 4 in the top 5 banks in Canada, ahead of Canadian Imperial Bank of Commerce, but behind RBC, Royal Bank of Canada, Toronto Dominion Bank, and Bank of Nova Scotia. Okay, so this is kind of good. This is a great institution. So to talk to them, you need to get your act together. You need to actually have your EIN from the IRS, your employer identification number. By the way, BMO Harris covers the whole United States, okay? They are a national player. You need to have your EIN, you need to incorporate, you need to have an LLC, LP, S Corp, or C Corp. No sole proprietorship is recommended. You need to have all your compliance structure in place in terms of licenses and permits, all that kind of stuff. You need to set up your accounting. You need to have business bank accounts, business checking accounts, business savings account. You need to have a business credit card if you can. All right. At the end of the day, it's all about divorcing. It's all about segregating your personal affairs from your business affairs. And don't forget to work on your business credit, things like trade lines, net 30 suppliers, all that kind of stuff. And last but not the least, set up your accounting. Work on your financial statements. Work on your business plan. I don't care if you are a startup or an established business or a very young company. I don't care. You got to have a business plan. A lot of folks believe that a business plan is only when you are asking for investors to pour money in your company. No, you got to have a business plan whether you are asking for money from outsiders or to even guide actions within your own company. A business plan has an exogenous mission, but also an endogenous mission, external and internal. Very important. Step number 2, folks, I want you to familiarize yourself with the BMO loan. So when we talk about EIN only, business loan from BMO Harris Bank, $1 million, you need to get a clear idea of what we're talking about. So you got to go to the business landing page on BMO Harris website. And let me ask you a question. This is a big decision time, folks. Which BMO loan do you really need? Which BMO business loan do you need? Do you know? Are you looking for a line of credit? Are you looking for equipment financing? Are you looking for a leasing protection? Are you looking for a term loan, a secure loan, an unsecured loan? What are you looking for? Talk to me. Talk to me now. I want you to really think about that. Think about what you really need, because there are 5 business funding products that BMO has. They have business loans and lines, business real estate loans. They have government loans, SBA loans. They have overdraft protection, and they have leasing. Let's actually discuss each of these funding solutions. Let's just elaborate here. So basically, you have business loans and lines. So lines of credit amounts from $10,000 to $1 million. Loan amounts from $100,000 to $1 million. All of these are EIN only, minimum FICO 560. and you can use you can choose a fixed rate term loan or a variable rate revolving line of credit. In terms of business real estate loans, you have loan amounts from $25,000 to $1 million, and you can secure your loan with owner-occupied residential real estate, first or second lien if you choose. And you have a simple application process that makes the whole thing quick and easy to apply and get approved. You also have government loans. So we're talking here about SBA. So BMO Harris is a preferred SBA lender. So they support a variety of SBA programs. Okay, and you can take advantage of longer terms and amortizations, lower down payments, no balloon payments, and no prepayment penalties for terms under 15 years. What about overdraft protection? Do you need that kind of a service? Okay, so BMO will actually take care of you for that. So they have a business overdraft protection up to $10,000, no collateral required, and no advance fees. You only pay interest when you utilize overdraft protection. What about leasing? So you can use the BMO's leasing service to avoid large capital outlays with a lease that provides 100% financing for the equipment you need. And they also have a specialty financing. So they have a dental practice financing. So if you are in that sector, you could be interested. And they also have trucking financing. So BMO actually is one of the largest commercial truck finance companies in North America. So they have an entire section for it. It's called BMO Transportation Finance. Step number 3, folks. I want you to check out your business credit score. Yeah, you heard me right. Because a lot of people want to tell you, oh, you got to have your business. So I was telling you about your FICO. Your personal FICO has to be 560 to qualify for this loan. But what about your business credit score? I mean, we've done extensive research about the business credit score topic. It is very important. As a matter of fact, as you can see on the screen right now, courtesy of NAV, you can see the importance of a business credit score. And what I want to say here right off the bat is that both your personal credit score and business credit score are important. But if you want to switch from just say a regular business loan to EIN only business loan, then your business credit score becomes more prominent. It increases in prominence, okay, in terms of the underwriting process. Okay, now let me ask you a question. This is a big decision time for you. Do you know the factors that determine business credit scores? Do you even know your company's credit score right now? Do you know that? You probably don't know, or you probably know because research has shown that about 19 to 20%, only 20% of business owners do have a clear idea of their business credit score. In other words, you're just waiting until you get denied for a loan. That's when you wake up like, oh, wow, what just happened here? What is my business credit score? No, be proactive. Don't be defensive. Don't be reactive, okay? You got to know how the game is played. It's all about knowing the rules of the game. And as you can see here, I'm showing you on the screen, business credit scores range from 0 to 100 for Dun & Bradstreet Paydex, from 0 to 100 for the IntelliScore Plus from Experian, from 0 to 300 from the FICO Liquid Credit Small Business Scoring Service. And last but not the least, from 224 to 580 for the Equifax Business Delinquency Risk Score. Okay, I mean, these are just some of the most popular business credit scores. I mean, there are others out there, and I just want to quickly show you, just for information. You can see here on the screen in the IntelliScore Plus from Experian that you can see that the score ranges from 1 to 19, 20, 30, 40, and 50, from high to low. And then you have the FICO Liquid Credit Small Business Scoring Service, and you go from 100 to 200. Okay, so it's just important to know, because of those credit scores, your business credit scores will have an effect on your borrowing power, on your rates, on things like business insurance, on the kind of a maturity lenders give you to repay the loan back. Step number 4, you want to talk to a banker. You need to talk to a BMO banker, okay? And I'm showing you on the screen, there are 3 ways that you can contact a BMO banker. You can have them contact you because, again, they are a national player. If you don't live in an area where BMO is present physically through a brick and mortar branch, you can have them call you. You can call them. You have the number on the screen, or you can find a branch. And big decision time here. What kind of, before you talk to BMO, big decision time, What are the things you want to discuss with the banker? Because remember, the whole idea here is to get an EIN only business loan, massive business loan from BMO Harris with fair or bad credit, right? So you got to have an idea of the kind of questions you want to ask of their representative before even calling them. Now, with BMO, you have business tools on BMO's website. You have business tools and calculators that we love a lot because we found this very helpful. You can find what term your loan should be. You can see what might your loan payments be, and you can compare the cost and savings of a loan and line of credit. This is kind of cool because you can go through this simulation, have a few numbers in your head before contacting the BMO banker you'll be talking to. And when you talk to, before you even call a BMO banker, please ask yourself, why do you need the extra capital for? How much money are you looking for? What does your personal and business credit profiles look like? And how quickly do you need the funds for your business? Okay, are you in an industry that is prone to cyclicality? Are you in an industry that is that's going through some turbulence right now in terms of the economy, in terms of supply and demand? What kind of situation are you dealing with at this very moment? And how prominent it is? How prominent is it? Those are questions you need to ask yourself. And you want to ask your BMO banker when you speak to him or her, ask him or her, do you lend to businesses in my industry? What are the interest rates and the total cost? What will my payment to schedule be? When will my first payment be due, right? You're just asking very general questions that are just quintessential. Those questions are general, but they're very important because they will actually impact your liquidity strategy in the next 3, 6, 12, 18 months, and so on and so forth. How do I make the periodic payments? Normally through BMO, they will set you up, and it will have to be you gotta have an account with them, checking account or savings account, and you get the payments through that account. And you can. So the bottom line here is you gotta ask questions. I'll be right back right after this. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back, folks, to another section of the Awesome Sweetie Kiwi Show. We are still having a conversation right now about how to get a large EIN only business loan from BMO Harris Bank, $1 million maximum. And step number 5, even if you have bad or fair credit, of course. Step number 5, you need to establish a relationship with BMO. Okay? And when we talk about establishing a relationship with BMO, there are several doors from which or through which you can enter to establish that relationship. Number 1, business checking. Open a business checking account with BMO. This is we don't even need to discuss this. It's important. So you can choose from a BMO digital business checking to a BMO simple business checking to a BMO premium business checking and to a BMO elite business checking account. So it's all about the monthly maintenance balance if you want to avoid the fee. That's all it is. So for the elite business checking, they want you to have up to $20,000 in cash deposits per month. For the BMO premium business checking, they want you to have up to $5,000 in cash deposits per month. For BMO simple business checking, up to $2,000 in cash deposits per month. And for the BMO digital business checking, unlimited free ACH transactions and incoming wire transfers, and up to $1,000 in cash deposits per month. Let's talk about we have also other checking accounts for businesses with unique needs. This is very important. So if you are a business with unique needs, they have a business checking analyzed. This is for large businesses with complex banking needs. They also have the nonprofit small business checking. This account offers no monthly maintenance fee for nonprofits. So this is for the business checking accounts. What about the business savings accounts? So with BMO, you have the business savings accounts, and then you have the business prime money market accounts. And so the business savings is great if you have extra money at the end of the month and you want to earn a competitive rate on that money. That's good. For the business prime money market account, this is cool. This is actually good. If you have a larger, let's say you have a larger amount to save, This is kind of good because the money market account can give you a higher interest rate while still letting you access your cash when you need it. Okay, so you can open a business prime money market account online in 3 simple steps. You check that you're eligible, you apply in minutes, get approved in seconds, and you verify your ID with a selfie. This is wonderful. Fantastic. Step number 6, folks. You need to check out the bank's services. So first of all, you have to open a checking account, a business checking account, and or a business savings account. Our preference and our recommendation is to open at least 2 asset accounts. Then you want to check out the bank's services because BMO has a great repertoire of business services, and you really want to do more business with them. You want to see if some of those services apply to you, and so you want to really, so the whole idea, the whole strategy here is to deepen their relationship with BMO so that when comes times for them to approve and to review your loan application, they are more likely to approve you because they know that you've been giving them money. You've been parking your cash. You've been parking your moolah with them so that they will also look at you and say, you know what? This is a great business with great prospects. We want to lend to them. And this is good because you're trying to counterbalance the negative criterion that comes from your less than stellar business credit or personal credit. If you have bad or fair credit, you better pay somewhere. And it's better to pay proactively by drawing more business to BMO than having them charge you. And then in this case, you're paying reactively because you're going to pay a higher APR. Okay, so what I'm trying to say here is you want to see. So I'm gonna give you a list of services that BMO Harris has. For example, they have card payment services. This is great. This allows you to accept card payments anytime, anywhere. Okay, so you can boost your business with powerful point of sale systems offered by WorldPay, a leading global card payment services provider. Let me ask you a question. Big decision time, and I want you to talk to me right now. Talk to me. Do you need card payment services? I bet you do, because unless you're selling, you are in a cash business, you're going to need card payment services. Because if you have some kind of electronic sales, either through debit cards or credit cards or through digital wallets, you're going to need card payment services. Okay. And BMO also offers payroll processing. That's wonderful. They also offer remote deposits. This is where you are able to simplify your check handling process and access incoming cash sooner when you deposit customer checks directly from your office. They also offer cash management services, so you can streamline the process of initiating, tracking, and reporting payments made by your company. Okay, so you can actually take care of things like automated clearinghouse, the ACH, wire transfers, BMO digital banking, and the whole thing makes managing cash a lot easier. Step number 7. Now you have to apply. So I've given you a list of things that you need to do to establish a relationship with BMO and also improve your chances of being approved for this $1 million EIN only business loan from BMO Harris Bank, even if you have bad or fair credit. Now, it's better to apply at a branch, but you can also do it online. We strongly tell you to apply at a branch, but I'm just going to walk you through so you can see how things look like. First, you can see on the screen here, this is the loan line of credit application. It's the same form for both loans and lines of credit. So you have to choose which one you want. It has to be a business line of credit application checklist. Okay. And the second screen here, here's the application. You have to choose a term loan. So they have all kinds of offer, line of credit, standalone letter of credit, SBA, settlement line, all that kind of construction loan. So for this exercise, we choose term loan. Do you see that? I'm here in A. Okay. And for B, just ignore B and yeah. So if you want to put any information about the 2020 business financial information with COVID, you can put that here. But for this exercise, we're not putting anything about BMO, okay? About COVID rather. The third one here is you can see here is that they're asking you if your revenue has changed because of COVID. Again, we said no, we are still okay. So we haven't put any information. You can skip that. Next, they're asking you about the business applicant information. So the legal name of the business, the description, what industry you're in, the streets, the address, the phone number, of course, all this information is fictitious, okay? They want to put they want to know when was the company established, where you currently have an account. We put Bank of America. Gross annual sales, we put 240,000. That's like 20 grand every month. And business. So you can see here, and they also asking you for depreciation. If you have machinery, you have equipment that you are depreciating, that's kind of cool to also put that. And in terms of the type of business entity, we put the LLC. So one thing I want to say here is that for a sole proprietorship, anything here is good except sole proprietorship. You're not getting the $1 million in loans from an EIN only loan from BMO Harris if you are not incorporated. And they want to know more about your debts, if you have other debts. So we put here, we have a term loan with Bank of America and a line of credit with Wells Fargo. Here are the terms. Everything here is just for illustrative purposes only. Next, they want you to talk about the owner guarantor information. Now, you can avoid this section if you talk beforehand with a BMO banker and establish a solid multi-product relationship with BMO, okay? Also, you want to join a business plan to your application. And there's something called control prong. You can see on the screen, it says control prong. Control prong is actually an individual with significant responsibility for managing the legal entity customer, okay? The control prong can be a chief, a CEO, a CFO, a COO, a managing member, a general partner, president, vice president, or treasurer, okay? This is just compliance jargon. And next, they want you to put the guarantor's signature here. And if there is an additional owner information, they want you to put that also here. For this, you don't have to do this because we are assuming that you are a single owner, okay? Next, they want to know some collateral information. Here, if you want to add collateral, go ahead and add it. If not, that's fine also. It's part of those criteria you need to discuss with the BMO banker beforehand. This is one of the reasons why I said don't apply online. You want to apply at a branch or over the phone after talking to a banker. Next, you can see here that they are still asking you to have other information. So you have to put, so they're asking you about disbursement request and authorization. So deposit loan proceeds to your BMO Harris checking accounts. You can say yes or no. We strongly advise you to say yes. This is going to help you. And if you want to put the loan line of credit repayment information, you just want to put the information there, the depository bank, account number, all that kind of stuff. Next, here they just want you to read the agreements. Nobody reads those, but it's important to read them, or at least have someone in your company who knows what they were talking about here. Those are important terms and conditions. Read that. The next one here, you just have to put your signature, you as the applicants, right? You have to print your business name, your title, you have to print your first name, last name, the date. You have to sign here, you put your title and all that kind of stuff if there are two people, okay? And also there is some notices you can see on the screen. So important information about procedures for opening a new account. So those are just regulatory compliance, I would say compliance requirements. So just read those and you should be fine. All right, folks, this is it for today's conversation. I was talking to you about how to get a large EIN only business loan from BMO Harris Bank. Step number 1, get your act together. Number 2, familiarize yourself with the loan. Number 3, check out your business credit score. Number 4, talk to a banker. Number 5, establish a relationship with BMO. Number 6, check out the bank services. Number 7, apply. Thank you so much for your attention. I really appreciate it. I'll speak to you another time. But until then, remember, stay marvelous.